Hi, everyone. Happy February. Hope you are all doing well and staying safe out there. Nice gloomy day we have, but end of the week is a coming for sure, as is February break, which I'm sure you all are looking forward to that for sure. Before we dive into the topics for this month, I just wanted to say, this year has been a challenging one in a lot of different ways for sure. And I know from the technology perspective, we've had to talk a lot about security, data privacy. We've had some new procedures and workflows out there, things to consider that we haven't had to in the past. And I know a lot of times it might feel like we're dropping the hammer, um, and having to almost yell at everybody in terms of what to do and how to work together to keep everything safe and secure. I know it's not the most fun topics to discuss, and we'd rather spend time on productivity tips and tricks and other trainings, and using the resources we have in a more productive way. But it all does kind of go together, and so I hope, from my part, as you guys listen to us and hear of things, that we're not just sounding like we're just the bringers of bad news and all the new rules and things, that you can understand where we're coming from, and that it's a team effort to keep everything going, as you guys do every day, with what you're doing. So with all that being said, I want to dive into our topic, for this month. We got a couple different things I want to share, and it starts with the cybersecurity trainings. So a couple weeks ago, Doug Russell, director of technology, sent out an email talking about a partnership that we're doing with the state of Massachusetts, to just increase awareness around cybersecurity, and that takes in a lot of different shapes, and forms, as we browse the internet and use software and use different tools. And what we've been working with the curriculum department to offer time for everybody to go through these trainings over the course of the next year. So we sent out an email explaining all of that. On a technical level, what I want to kind of give you guys some homework. If you haven't done it already, we got a little bit of homework to do, just to save the email that came out from this company, because it's an individualized email that each one of us got, that we'll use again and again to access these trainings, as time is provided for everyone. So I just want to walk through what that looks like, because everyone should have received this email. And if you didn't, you can certainly put in a ticket and we'll help you out from there. So if you get into your email, you can just search right in the top for this email address, which is awareness@securityeducation.com. And if you just search that, it searches everywhere. Even if you accidentally deleted it, you'll find it in there as well. And so you'll be seeing this email from Security Education, that you've been assigned a strength assessment, and it has an individual link that's specific just for you. So don't share this link. It is just for you as an individual. And here's a little bit of homework: is number one, find it. And number two, I want you guys to star this. And we've talked about starred things before in Google Drive. And if you didn't know, you can star things in Gmail as well. And just by hitting the star on here, what it does is it, as you might expect, puts it in that starred section on the left-hand side of your email. And so you can quickly access that when you need to, going forward. And so, as time goes, it's not going to get buried in an inbox or buried in a folder somewhere. You just have quick access to it there. So there's your homework. Star that email, and if you find the starring feature to be useful, definitely use that in emails going forward. The next thing I want to talk about, is just what does that assessment look like when it comes to the upcoming PD Day. February 18th is the next professional development day that we have in the district. And when you click that link, you'll be given time at that day in the PD schedule. And when you click that link, you're going to see your name in the corner of that website, so you know that you're in the right spot. And this is the initial assessment you're going to be given time to do during the PD day. It's just a multiple choice, 33 question broad assessment. You just visit the link, look for your name, make sure you're you, and then you can click start assignment and go through it from there. You are more than welcome to go through the other trainings that are there if you have time, during the PD day, or honestly on your own if it's something you'd rather do, and just get through it. You're certainly welcome to do that, but we will all be given time to do these, allotted throughout the course of the next year. But this broad assessment is what we're asking everybody to finish for the upcoming PD Day. All right, so changing gears, I have a couple other Google updates that I want us all to be aware of. The first is related to profiles. One of the new security things that we have to work on as a district is to protect our organization in terms of the sign in capabilities that we have with our district accounts and with our Chrome browsers. And so, an update that's going to be coming over the next couple weeks is to anybody on a PC or a Mac computer that uses Chrome. In the past, what we've had the ability to do, if you click on your little profile here, is you can set up multiple profiles where you could have one for work and one for a personal, let's say, where you could sign into a personal account and kind of have that as a separate thing. And we've always encouraged everyone to sign into Chrome with their Haverhill account to make sure that you have all the resources, such as your bookmarks from Haverhill, such as the single sign-on capabilities, and so all your things can sync everywhere. But we know some of you have also signed in with your personal account. The change that's upcoming as a security update is that we will now on Chrome be required to sign in to the browser with our Haverhill account, and we can only sign into the browser with Haverhill accounts. And so no longer will the personal profiles be something that's available on our district-owned machines. It'll just be our Haverhill accounts that are to be used on there. And so the update that'll happen is once it's pushed out, you may see this message if you have signed in with a personal account there and try to access a personal profile, where it says that there's a system-wide change that will disable it. Doesn't have any effect on what is in that personal account. That account is yours and it's separate. It just will no longer be able to be used on a district-owned machine. And if, of course, if you have any questions, just submit a ticket and we'd be happy to address those. The other couple things I wanted to talk about are just some general Google updates. They've released an update to the Originality reports in Google Classroom. Many of you have used that to kind of check for honesty and some potential plagiarism ideas when you're submitting digital assignments or creating digital assignments for your students. And what Google has done is they've expanded that feature to also be part of Google Slides. And so if you use the Originality reports, they now will work within Google Slides as well, where you open up the assignment and the individual work from a student, and it'll flag anything for originality issues. And again, there's a lot more information on how Google handles this. If you've never heard of it before, check out their resources. It's a pretty a neat feature that we have available to us. And the final thing I have is that it's an update for Google. Is Google Meet received a new update in terms of what they call live captions. So captions are have been an option for a little while in Google Meet, where you can, while you're in a Meet, go to your settings and turn on captions. What is available now is that they have live captions available for translation in these languages that you see on the screen here. And so as a user, you can go into the settings while you're in a Meet, and you can change the live captions to be in a different language. So hopefully that can help with some communication as we go forward here. All right, that's all I got for this month. I hope you enjoy February. Enjoy the upcoming Professional Development Day. Definitely find that email. And if you don't find that email, let us know and we'll help you find it. And if I don't see you before you have your break, definitely enjoy those few days off at the end of the month. And take care. Stay safe.